What's going on?
Get out of the way, Mr. Yugo!
You are Miss Takagi, correct? I am afraid I cannot do that.
I just want to talk to Haruka.
You'll have to discard what's in your hand first.
But I can't! This is the only way I can get his attention! He won't even talk to me anymore. Things have been so crazy. There's no telling what's going to happen. I can't just die without any closure. I want to hear it from you, Haruka. It's the least you could do. You said you loved me. Was it all a lie? You said you weren't good with girls, but that I was different. You gave me a promise ring. You said we'd be together forever. We made plans for Christmas next year. We even talked about what kind of family we wanted. If you weren't lying, then did you stop loving me? Was I just not good enough for you anymore? I can change! Or are you just testing my feelings for you? Like, whether I really love you or not. Did you think I was going to leave you first? I just don't get it. You broke up with me out of nowhere and cut me off completely. Talk to me. Say something. I don't get it. I don't understand why you do this to me. What did I have to do to make you stay?
We just didn't click. That's all. See, love is like two halves of a shell. If the feelings don't line up, it won't close right. You were just too into me. Too wholesome for my tastes. I just couldn't do it anymore.
I'm not all that wholesome, really. And if you want me to back off, I will. So, can we get back together?
Sorry, but no. Shells don't change. If things don't click the first time, they never will. Try to force it, and the pearl inside will get crushed into grit. And no one wants that.
What? But...
That's why I broke up with you. You'd only get hurt if we stayed together, so I spared you the pain.
That won't happen. I'll make sure of it. Can't we go back to being friends at least?
Ugh, this is exactly why I don't talk to my exes.
Huh?
Get a clue, will you? Do you have any idea how uncomfortable this is? If you love me, why would you go out of your way to creep me out like this?
I can't just give up on you. I love you.
You're obsessed with me, more like. You're just scared of getting dumped. The only one you love here is yourself.
You hypocrite! You selfish prick! All you do is hurt people and play with their feelings! I get it now. I was so stupid. Falling for a guy like you.
Thanks for having my back, Mr. Yugo. I'm sorry you had to see that.
It's quite all right. I doubt she intended to hurt you. Perhaps nothing would have changed had I not been here. Even so, I am not the one you should be apologizing to.
That came out of nowhere for you guys, huh? One of my exes. It happens a lot, but yeah, I'm going through the same thing with Akane right now. But hey, I guess anyone would act that way after getting dumped like last week's trash.
Then why do it if you already know?
Why? Because it's what the first person I went out with did to me. Gave me the cold shoulder. Never contacted me again. It made me want to do it to someone else. Still does. But as for why I'm like this, hell if I know, man. Shit happens.
How could you not know? That doesn't make any sense. The way I see it, it sounds like you're just a scumbag. There's something wrong with Akane. That much is for sure. But if you're the reason she's like this, then your baseball club friends must be rolling in their graves.
Are you saying it's my fault they're dead?
Try asking yourself. Even scumbags like you can feel some guilt, right?
You're the vice president of the TSC, correct? I see you're helping Shinya out. He can be a bit distant, but I assure you he's a good lad at heart. I do hope you'll get along. The mist in Block B has dissipated, so I'll be checking over the facility. Shinya, I understand Sora has entrusted you with a task. Don't do anything to endanger yourself, all right?
All right.
The two of us are worried about you, you know.
Thanks. Let's continue our investigation. We can enter Block C from Block B. There should be a ton of mist there.
Shinya, Vice President. I want to apologize for Haruka. I know he's been a pain.
Did he tell you about what happened?
Yep. He's such a loser, isn't he? Where do all his groupies even come from? I just don't get what they see in him. He wouldn't be in so much trouble if he picked his girls better. Or let them down easier, at least. Worry? What? You think he's gonna break up with me the way he did the others?
I'm not too worried about that. I probably should be. But I don't even really like him that much, to be honest. I guess that's what makes us work, though. You've heard Haruka go on about his shells fitting together or whatever, right? It's so weird. He probably picked it up from some girl. To me, love is more like buttoning clothes. Two halves of a shell will never fit together unless they're a perfect match. But the wrong button can still keep clothing together, even if it does get all wrinkled. After all, you can fall in love with just about anyone as long as you ignore their flaws. People who settle, loveless marriages, friends with benefits, it's all proof. Of course, if one button is mismatched, the rest of the fabric starts to get misaligned too. So even if two people are meant to be, the rest of the mismatched buttons will keep them apart. The fabric rumples further and further, and the wrinkles get worse and worse. The world is full of flawed love, wrinkles, loose threads, and such. Haruka and I are one of those couples, a bundle of loose threads waiting to be pulled. And if they are, that's fine with me. He tries to cover up the scars of his past relationships. I try to cover up my unconventional feelings. Both of us are only using each other to smooth out the wrinkles as best we can. Just kidding.
I don't get this romance stuff at all. But who's to say if what's conventional is always good and what's unconventional is always bad? Unconventional doesn't mean unacceptable. It doesn't mean you aren't allowed to be happy.
Huh?
Mismatched buttons apply to more than just romance, you know. My family's not a traditional one, but they saved me all the same. Sometimes it's the unconventional that can bring you more happiness. Using the wrong button isn't necessarily bad. Using the right button isn't necessarily good. Whatever your unconventional feelings are, I'm sure there's no reason to hate yourself for them. Sorry. I didn't mean to talk for so long.
No, I should thank you. You're right. Even if they're unconventional, it doesn't mean I'm not allowed to be happy. But forget about that. Let's be honest here. My relationship with Haruka was never that great. By the way, Shinya.
Huh?
You're pretty cute, you know? Especially when you blush.
Please don't.
Mr. Yugo, why won't you let me through?
I'm simply suggesting you visit the infirmary. You don't seem well.
I don't, huh? Maybe it's because your son was playing too rough with me.
Perhaps I could complete your errand in your place, though perhaps not as swiftly.
Oh, my. Always the gentleman, aren't you? But this isn't the kind of errand you can run.
Akane.
And here comes Shinya now. Oh, whatever shall I do? I was hoping to go cool down Haruka, but someone is blocking my way. Fine by me, though. The more obstacles I overcome, the more romantic all of it is.
I don't quite understand what you're getting at. But whatever it is, I get the feeling you're up to no good.
You've got it all wrong. Be a dear and let me pass. Now we can each go about our business.
Is that right?
Don't. If we let her do what she wants, we're going to regret it.
If that's what Shinya thinks, then I simply must believe him.
Ganging up on a fragile little girl? 3 against 1 even? You truly are despicable.
Look who's talking. Are you looking for a fight? You don't know when to give up. I don't mind, but didn't you learn anything from last time?
Well, I guess we'll just have to find out.
Are you okay, Yugo?
Yes, I am fine. Thanks to him.
Thanks, Vice President.
It would seem Miss Tono has fled. For her to set off an explosion with nothing but a gesture. I never imagined such a weapon could exist. Modern technology truly is remarkable. I underestimated her. I'm afraid these old bones of mine just aren't what they were. I imagine your pursuit of her is related to Sora's request. A shame she got away.
Yeah.
That is quite the dangerous weapon she has. If left unchecked, she could cause untold destruction. Shinya, Vice President, do take care. No need to worry about me. You must get going.